Hey guys, thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. My name is Sean Elders. I am the founder and chief instructor of Pinnacle Combat Arts. I'm a leading expert in military combatives, Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do, Filipino Kali, Silat, and several grappling arts. I also teach tactical firearms. Today, we're going to be doing part 2 of the Palasut Flow. Let's get started. So to start off with, we're going to review where we left off. Okay, so we were in our left stance, our left foot was in front. We hook it like this, slap, he does the C cup. Number 2, I pass it, I feed to number 1, he passes it. I slap it away and we start the exercise all over again. Okay, so like I said in the last one, it's very important that you both practice both sides. Because what's really wonderful about this exercise is that there's 2 sides of the exercise. A lot of people want just it to be the same for both sides. But the truth is each side has its different things that it teaches, okay? And this is very, very important part about the Palasut Flow. The other part about the Palasut Flow is learning how to engage each weapon, okay? What I mean by that is I have my knife hand and then I have my empty hand, okay? Both are weapons. Okay, both have their purpose. So one of the things that's very important is if you take a look down at my feet, when I do the first technique and he feeds me this number 7, okay, I hook it just like this, and my foot, I go to this position and I turn this back foot to get the extension here, just like that. So you see, so I turn like that when I hook and I go to this position. All right, so that's very important. So then at the same time, if you pay attention to him, as I go like this, he's going to turn his foot, okay, a little bit different way. He's turning his foot inward. This is, so there's outward rotation right here, okay, and then there is in rotation like this. You see, outward rotation and inward rotation. Okay, I need you to understand that if you come from a different style of Filipino martial arts, everybody does it a little bit different. Okay, my understanding and my belief about it is that we take the best from everything that we can get our hands on. Okay, there'll be times when you can't rotate your feet. Okay, for instance, in Pikita Tertia, I'm a guru in, we don't rotate our feet because the environment is different. We could be on wet rocks. There's many aspects to the reason why you may not rotate your feet. But in this case, from this style, this is the Inosanto Lacoste blend. From these aspects, also some Lameco and Estrissimo as well. It's very important that you understand that they rotate their feet. It's okay, okay? Sometimes you need to rotate your feet. Sometimes you're not going to, based on what you're working on. The idea is that you come in with an empty slate, clear your mind, and pay attention to the factor that when you're trying to learn something new, you cannot use your previous training. So when I'm showing you this material, just take it all in, try to work it, okay? If there's something that you don't like about it, throw it away. I slap and I rotate my back foot to go for that kidney. He rotates as well, but notice he rotates with the inside of his heel, okay? We're gonna show it on both sides. So then when he comes in with the number 2, I'm gonna rotate on the other side like this. I cut up, okay, and I pass. And I rotate my foot again, and then one more time. I rotate away like this, and then the drill starts over again. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm constantly rotating, just like that. Okay, now we'll do it on the other side. Okay, so again, he thrusts, boom. So now we're gonna watch Lennon, how he does it. I'm gonna slap, and he rotates. Look at his heel, his ball of his foot rotates inward, okay? Then when he comes in for the number 2, he rotates the other way, and I slice, I pass. See how he rotates that inside of the foot, and then boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See that? A lot of people don't talk about footwork. Footwork is the key to everything, okay? I'm gonna always talk about footwork because as long as you're standing up, your stance and footwork play the most important role on how effective of a fighter adaptability you're going to be, okay? So that's one part of what we're gonna talk about today. The next part is going to be with the top half, okay? So this drill, I love this drill. And the reason why I love this drill so much is because this is the introduction to body rotation and how to use each tool to its fullest potential. Okay, so for instance, when he thrusts at me, I'm gonna hook it, okay? So right at this moment right here, I'm gonna slap, and then what I do is I'm gonna turn my shoulder so that I can extend my hand to capture that attack. So again, on this side, I hook it, I slap, and then I go to this position here. Now, it's very important that you see how my shoulder turns and I'm able to get full rotation. I'm able to get the target. If I stay squared and I try to do, I'm not gonna reach him, okay? That's very important. The next one is with Lennon. So when Lennon feeds me that 2, after we do the drill, when we get to that point, I go here. Now look at his shoulder. His shoulder is now turned towards me so that he's able to deal with this attack. And look how much space he has. He has lots of space. If he didn't have that space, it would be more dangerous, right? Okay. So then instead of staying there and trying to do a number 2, because he would never make it, he would never capture me here at all. He has to rotate. Now the top half goes here. I rotate and I capture it to this position. I cut up. You see that? So that's very important. He goes 1, 2, 3, and then he rotates. That shoulder has to turn in to get more distance, okay? Footwork, distance, okay? Line familiarization, becoming familiar with your lines of attack are super imperative to any type of martial arts there is. So this exercise, a lot of people go, oh, drills, you do too many drills, oh, you're not gonna, you need to get out there and fight. Yes, you do need to spar, you need to contest, you do need to battle test, but you have to develop these skills first. You have to develop the fundamentals first, because if you go out and you're sparring all the time, what's gonna take place is you're just gonna do the same bad habits constantly and not develop anything new, because you're not taking it home or getting with a partner and developing these drills and doing them over and over and over again. So it's very important that you pick up on this. So the 7 comes in, I pass it, and I come here. Notice his shoulder rotates right there. Then he rotates his shoulder again, and I'm engaging it here. I'm doing all this real slow, but technically my knife hand would capture it first, and I would cut up. Notice how my palm is, okay? Notice the shoulder is engaging the hand, okay? In other words, I don't want you to do a shallow, your other hand. I don't want you to do it shallow like this, because see how close the knife is to me now? I want to turn my hip and turn my shoulder towards the attack so that I'm able to deal with this attack properly. Does that make sense? I hope so, okay? So then what happens is after I cut, I'm gonna Palasut this down, I'm gonna pass this down, and then I'm gonna come in with this. He's gotta engage this shoulder right here, and then he's gonna slap it down. So when I get to this position, in this line of attack, if you see it from this angle, and I feed him a number 1 again, and he brings it to this position, he's creating a line of attack here to attack me, okay? I'm gonna bring my hand in here, and when I slap this away, this shoulder is engaged now. When I do that, this shoulder engaged, it creates more distance so that I have more time to deal with that number 7 or what other attack he tries to do at me. Okay, these are very important principles to knife work. Okay. So that's the way the drill works, right there. So coming here, I'm slapping this away, I'm turning. These are all very important principles. So let's go back to this side now. Okay. Let's see. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it all together, okay? So we're gonna put it all together. So with your partner, what I want you to do is focus on rotation, getting each tool where it needs to be. The biggest issue, I've been teaching since about 1996. The biggest issue that I see with students coming in is that they don't understand distance. They don't understand distance. So a lot of times, for instance, if I was standing here like this and I cut, just cut at his neck right here, okay? A lot of times students, what they'll do is they'll go like, they don't understand distance, so they just go like this and they'll miss. They don't understand that they have to rotate the shoulder to engage it to the attack, okay? So you have to start to work this. This is why it's important for you to do at home object training, okay? Mirror training, which you get in front of a mirror, you look at your body mechanics and pay attention to how you're doing and going through each part of it. For knife work, the bob dummy that you punch on, the punching bag, is great for knife training because you can practice cutting at all the lines and getting used to what range you need to be in to do it. So there's a lot of work that you need to do at home that you can do at home before you even have a partner come in. Working the lines of attack are super important. The Palasut drill is perfect for to start your partner training, okay? So going back to the beginning, one of the other things that I'm gonna just tell you some of the things that a lot of beginners make mistakes with. When the number 7 or the thrust comes to the stomach, okay, one of the issues that I see is that a lot of times they try to pull like this. There's all these weird things. So I'm gonna tell you exactly how I think you should do it and how you need to do it to be the most efficient. Your engagement starts here, okay? So as the thrust comes in, you're gonna hook it and bite into it. Now notice I'm moving it out of the way. A lot of times I'll see people and they'll just go like this. And then the knife still, if they gave a lot of action, if there's a lot of forward momentum going, guess what? You would still get stabbed if I'm still here. I see a lot of people doing this, okay? So it's important that you move it out offline where I'm out here. I'm also biting it. So it gives me time to be able to respond properly. Make sure we're hooking it just like this, okay? Slap right at the tricep elbow area, okay? Don't slap down here. Make sure you're slapping at the elbow or above the elbow to go to the next position. So if we switch, so let's talk about switching. So my focus as going to here, when he slaps up, I need to be able to get this and twist my body. See my heel down there, it is turned so that I have lots of distance. So being able to, at home, what you can do at home to practice this is, so you're in your position like this, and I hook it like that, I slap, and then I re-engage. Now, if I'm on the other side and I'm the one thrusting, and then all of a sudden they're trying to attack on this side of me, I'm going to just bring my hand up underneath as I draw the knife back. Because it's all about timing. When I thrust, I bring the hand underneath my arm to capture that position. I want to rotate. Make sure when you rotate, you engage the bottom heel so you're able to rotate as far as you need to rotate it. These are very important principles, okay? So I go here and I engage it. Let me do it from the other side. I thrust, he engages. I'm bringing my hand out like this, you see? So we go here and I'm cutting. I have to cut far enough. So if you're just gonna stay right there, you're gonna stay, okay? Just stay there. So look at this, okay? I have to be here. If I don't engage the shoulder and I stay here, I'm gonna miss. So we have to turn the shoulder out to make a cut, okay? Are you gonna stay there like this? No, because you know that the next attack's gonna take place. He's gonna deal with the attack, see that? And then I know he's gonna come in at me and I've gotta pick that hand up, just like that. When I pick the hand up, my hand, I always grab right around here, okay? I'm grabbing in this area. You have to go back and forth. One of the drills that's very important to do this is do what they call lateral step, okay? I'm going back and forth just like this, okay? And you have to learn how to develop this. This is called the lateral step. And lateral step is one of the Filipino ways to step forward. Jack Dempsey would call it the Jack C shift, okay? But it is a way to move forward and back very quickly and cover distance very quickly in a natural way. So when I'm in this position, I'm learning how to pick it up on the back end of the hand, okay? This is all about timing, okay? It's also about where your hand is at, okay? So this drill introduces to you different things, hand attachments, types of Filipino Kali trapping to deal with the knife, to deal with different hands that you can use across the board for other things as well. So when he gives me that number 1, my hand's gonna come on the outside. I need to be in the right distance, okay? If I'm this close, I'm not gonna bring it towards me. That doesn't make any sense, right? What you wanna do is you're gonna be out in this distance, and you're gonna also lean or elastico out of the way. I'm gonna elastico out of the way, and then he deals with it, okay? And then I would go in for the thrust. You see? See that? I'm out of the, when that number 1 comes in, I'm out of the way of it, okay? It's because my hand ends up on the outside, okay? Later on in other videos, I will get into the different sectors of the knife and all that. But right now, I want you to focus on the outside sector, okay? And make sure that you lean back and get yourself out of the way of the knife and get yourself in the right range, okay? This is some great material. Guys, just work on it. If you have any questions, comment down below. Thank you guys so much for checking out my video. This is part 2. Hey guys, thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Thank you so much for your support. Hit the notification button so that you know when our new videos are coming out. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for your support. Have a great day. I know, Johnny 5 loves me. Look at him. Then the next one is Alexa, off.